Hi everyone, I'm Nicolàs, the CEO of Encentive, and I'm here to talk about flexibility for the industry and how to redefine energy economics for the industry. As you all know, the industry faces a cost problem. We all know that energy prices have doubled since the war on Ukraine, and now these industrial companies are faced with an impossible choice of either high risk or high prices for energy. Because not only have the energy prices doubled, but also the volatility driven by the energy transition has almost quadrupled in the last 3 years. And for these industrial companies, this is really a problem because now energy is so high that it drives them out of business or becomes a really key metric in their P&L. As Encentive, we are solving both of these problems at once. Without an investment in any hardware, we solve the problem of risk and volatility for these industrial companies, and we bring down the energy costs by 20% in the very first year. How do we do that? On the left side, you see the industrial side, and you see that many assets are in the machine room, and we are tackling this problem at the core, in the machine room, on each and every single asset, because that's where the energy is consumed, and that's also where the AI that we have written in-house is going to work. It's the first AI that steers industrial assets, syncing them with the availability of renewable energy in real time. We're analyzing the historical data of the assets, then we are enriching this data with a forecast for the next 24 to 72 hours. So the plant now knows what the asset will behave like in the coming days. And then we match that with the curve that we just saw, with energy prices curves, with weather forecasts for the PV consumption, and with grid fee forecasts. So that means that we now know how to shift consumption in the machine room away from high price times and into times where the energy prices are low. And we're giving back this data, set point by set point, to the industrial asset, saving these energy costs that we just talked about. Of course, this only works if you can look at the industrial side as a holistic problem, right? It doesn't work if you can only steer one asset one by one, but you have to be the conductor of the orchestra of all the assets that consume energy and all the assets that produce energy at the same time. And being able to steer more than 20 assets that we have today, covering almost 95% of everything, any asset out there, enables us to serve more than 10 industries with household names like Edding, Daxa, Metro, Kerrygold, you name it. Having 60 locations live today, more than 500 gigawatt hours in our portfolio under management. Let's look at a customer and what that looks like for him. For Daxa, for example, we took the PV system, the e-truck charging, and their cooling machine, and we have all these assets live in our portfolio, and then we optimize all of them together for maximum PV consumption, minimal peaks, and the day-ahead market curve at the same time. For Metro, we took live all of their German locations, total of 8 sites, and on top of flexibilization, we're also doing cooling machine efficiency. So not only shifting the load to the price-efficient times, but also reducing the overall load in total. Our biggest customer, Wernsing, one of the largest food manufacturers in Germany, we're not only doing efficiency optimization and flexibilization, but we're also simulating new industrial assets for them that they want to invest into before they invest. Also, Wernsing has 22 sites online and an own balancing group, which means that our forecasting for imbalance risk makes them our most advanced and most complex customer today. With this track record, we are backed by Stefan from Enerpark, Wilfried from Lichtblick, and Philipp Pauster from Termando as angels, amongst top-tier VCs from the energy space like Summitier, the Progla funders, and Vireo, who are also here today. And with their pre-seed investment, we took these 20 asset types live. We grew 4 times in ARR from 23 to 24, and we 10x'd our ACV in the past 24 months. For us, this is just the beginning. We're looking forward to the next round. Happy to talk more if you want to redefine energy economics with us. Thank you.